Hey monsters, welcome to my channel. I'm using this beauty today to announce that we're gonna review a few looks that I did for a fictional Monster High x Bridgerton collaboration. Now, disclaimer, I did draw this before watching season 4, so some things may be inaccurate, but please stick with me to have some fun. In case you're not familiar with it, Bridgerton is a super popular TV show from Netflix and Shondaland in the Regency period that's full of like drama and love stories and finding, the love match of the season. While Monster High obviously is like a doll line and cartoon and so much more from Mattel, the same company that produced Barbie. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna pick a couple from Bridgerton and make it with Monster High characters. Now I'm gonna choose a canon couple like from the Bridgerton universe, but I'm gonna pick like two characters that I think resemble these characters in Bridgerton more. For example, the first couple we are picking from Bridgerton is Francesca and John Stirling. I know, spoilers ahead, I know that the other sister is missing, but I already recorded this, so I'm gonna publish it anyway. And we're gonna pair them with Twyla Boogeyman and Invisibilly. Stick with me. I am aware that Invisibilly is usually paired with Scarah Screams in the Monster High show, but I chose Twyla instead because she has so many traits in common with Francesca. Of course, she doesn't play the piano forte, but she is like obsessed with books, and I think that also Francesca Stirling's character in Bridgerton may have some traits that are easily associated to autism, so I thought this could be the perfect fit. And for Invisibilly, I just thought since the whole couple shares so many topics around like being introverted and feeling like out of place, and they always share these moments of silence and they're just so pure, I thought this would make sense for my collaboration. So concerning my idea for the illustration, my biggest challenge was probably the fact that I have no idea how to draw Regency inspired clothing. That's why you see me like take inspiration for the pose and also for the kind of clothing, right? Like from a picture with the Stirling couple. And as you can see me going like through the line art, you will see that I did some changes. Like for example, I envisioned Twyla / Francesca with a buzz cut basically that only has this kind of like curled end, but basically only a mesh going down, because I don't know, I thought it was giving her a more like playful look. And also to show that she has autism, I did pair her with this huge headphones, which obviously are not Regency period accurate. For Invisibilly / John Stirling, I decided to take some elements from The Invisible Man from the Universal Monsters, and also to retain some from John Stirling. For example, some elements that we find from The Invisible Man are like the bandages that he has on his hands and on the shoes. While I also try to retain the fact that he's black from the Bridgertons, so like he has the afro, his skin tone is a little bit darker, and he also has the blue Scottish motif on his trousers. Finally, referencing Invisibilly, we see a little bit of the color palette. For Twyla slash Francesca, I took inspiration from her original G1 palette for the skin tone, but I wanted to give her a darker look to match the color that his husband has on the trousers as well. So as you can see, it's a little bit darker. I tried to make it more interesting by having this kind of like ombre thing going on. So she has this purple violet, which is her color, and then she's matching with her husband with this blue. And I also wanted to add some more like shadow like Victorian motif. I know this is not the Victorian era, but like it's just a Bridgerton inspired, right? Because I thought it would fit her so much. And for the headphones, I decided to put a skullet on it just to make it more monster high. And that's all from my sweet Twyla. I then decided to add this skullet inspired detail to John slash Invisibilly as well, because now they're matchy. So we are finally getting at the end of our artwork and video. This process did take me around 3 hours, so I'd really appreciate if you would consider subscribing and even sharing with people that you think you would enjoy this video. Tag a Bridgerton fan, tag a Monster High fan. What did you like about this video? Let me know in the comments, and what would you do different? With that said, let's go to the review.